Dear students, welcome back. So today we'll start with the third and the concluding part of lines and angles. So in the previous classes, I told you about few theorems and few axioms related to angles. Now today we'll start with few examples. These examples will help you in doing your assignments, that is assignment 1, 2 or the third assignment that will be given today only. So we'll start with the examples. So today's first example, there are three lines and there is a transversal like this. This is A, B, C, D, E, F, and these three lines means A, B, C, D and E, F, they are given parallel to each other. Now this angle they have given 90 degrees, this angle is given 55 degrees, and you have to find X, Y and Z. So you have to find these three angles, these three values or the angles X, Y and Z. Now as line AB, CD and EF are parallel, so we can apply all the we can apply all the theorems or axioms that I have already told you. So first of all, you see, as lines CD and EF are parallel, so Y and this 55, they are co-interior angles or the allied angles I told you earlier. This angle and this angle, they are the co-interior angles, and you know that co-interior angles, when the lines are parallel, the sum of co-interior angles is 180 as they are supplementary. So you write Y plus 55 is equal to 180. The reason you write co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. Clear? Now Y is equal to 180 minus 55, and 180 minus 55 will be 125 degree. So this is answer to one of the parts. Y will be equal to 125 degrees. Clear? Now you see, as AB and CD are parallel, so this angle X and angle Y, they are corresponding angles. And I told you that corresponding angles are equal. When the lines are parallel, the corresponding angles are equal. So the value of X and value of Y will be equal. So you write X is equal to Y is equal to 125 degree. Reason you write corresponding angles. Okay, because this X and the Y, as AB and CD are parallel, so X and Y are corresponding angles, so they must be equal. Now you see, as AB and EF are parallel, as AB and EF are parallel, so this angle, that is the 90 degree, and this angle, that is Z plus 55, means angle CAB and CEF will be co-interior angles, so their sum must be 180. I told you co-interior angles are always supplementary when lines are parallel. So we can say angle CAB plus angle CEF is equal to 180. Reason you write, they are co-interior angles. They are co-interior angles. Now angle CAB is 90 degree and angle CEF will be Z plus 55 is equal to 180. So Z plus 90 plus 55 will be 145 is equal to 180. That gives you Z is equal to 180 minus 145, that is equal to 35 degree. So we have found that Z is equal to 35 degree. So X is equal to 125, Y is equal to 125 and Z is equal to 35 degree. That is your answer. Clear? So we will continue with another example. We'll continue with another example, and the question is, AB and CD are two lines and they are parallel to each other. It is given that they are parallel to each other. Now PQ is a transversal. Now PQ cuts AB at point M and CD at point N. Now they have given this angle as 50 degrees. I'm sorry, they have not given line AB parallel to line CD right now. Only two lines AB and CD are there, and there is a transversal PQ which cuts AB at point M and CD at point N. It is not given that AB is parallel to CD. Okay? AB is parallel to CD, it's not given. Now this angle is given 50. Now this angle is given X. Then this angle is given Y. And this angle is given 130 degree. Now what they are saying, first of all you have to find the value of X and Y. And then using those values of X and Y, you have to prove that line AB is parallel to line CD. Find X and Y, and using it prove that AB is parallel to CD. Okay, that is the question. They have not given AB parallel to CD. First of all, you have to find X and Y, and then using X and Y, you have to prove that AB is parallel to CD. So first of all, you see X plus 50 is equal to 180. Fine? You are correct, because they are forming a linear pair. So linear pair. As you can see, this angle and this angle is a straight line. So they are forming a linear pair. So their sum must be 180 degrees. So X is equal to 180 minus 50, that is equal to 130 degree. So we have found X, that is 130 degree. Now you see here Y and 130 will be equal. Y is equal to 130 degree. Now what is the reason? Correct? Because they are vertically opposite. Y and 130, they are vertically opposite, so they are equal. Y is equal to 130 degree. Reason you will write vertically opposite. Okay. Now you see, we have calculated that this X is 130 degree and this Y, it is also 130 degree. Now in the first lecture, I told you that when the alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. Here also you see the alternate interior angles are equal. That is why AB is parallel to CD. It is proved. As X is equal to Y is equal to 130 degree, so AB is parallel to CD, alternate interior angles equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. As the alternate interior angles are equal, so the lines, the two lines AB and CD, they are parallel. Clear? As the alternate interior angles are equal, so line AB and line CD are parallel. Clear? Now we'll do one more example. We'll do one more example, and the question is, P, Q, R, S, T, and now it is given that PQ is parallel to ST. The line PQ and ST are parallel. Now this angle Q is given 110 degree, and this S is given 130 degree, and find angle QRS. Find angle QRS. The question is, you have to find angle QRS. QRS means you have to find this angle. So we are assuming that this angle is X. Let angle QRS is equal to X. We have taken angle QRS as X. Now see, to do this question, we have to do a construction. Draw a line, say MN, passing through R and parallel to PQ or ST. Draw a line MN passing through R and parallel to PQ or ST. Now you see angle PQR plus angle QRM is equal to 180. Why? Because these two angles are co-interior angles, and co-interior angles are always supplementary. So that angle and this angle, their sum will be 180 as they are co-interior angles. Now PQR angle already given 110 plus angle QRM is equal to 180. So angle QRM is equal to 180 minus 110, that is equal to 70 degrees. So you see, we have found that angle QRM is 70 degrees. So now we can write it over here. This angle is 70 degrees. Now you see angle TSR. Here I should write the reason also. Co-interior angle. In your exams also you have to write the reason. Co-interior angles. Now angle TSR plus angle SRN is equal to 180 degrees. TSR means this angle and SRN means this angle. Their sum is again 180. You can see reason is the same. They are co-interior angles. So again you write down the reason, co-interior angles. Now TSR, it is already given 130 plus angle SRN is equal to 180 degree. So angle SRN is equal to 180 minus 130 is equal to 50 degree. So we have found that angle SRN is 50 degrees. So this angle is 50 degree. Now as you can see, MRN is a straight line. So the sum of these three angles will be equal to 180. So you write 70 degree plus X plus 50 degree is equal to 180 degree. Reason you write MRN is a straight line. Because MRN is a straight line, so 70 plus X plus 50 will be equal to 180. Now 70 plus 50 is 120, X plus 120 is equal to 180. So X will be equal to 180 minus 120, that is equal to 60 degree. So that is your answer. We have found that value of x is 60 degree, means angle QRS is equal to 60 degree. Clear? Now we'll do one more question. And the question is, A, B, C, D, E, and they have given that BC and DE are parallel. Now this angle is given x, this angle is given 50 degrees, and this angle is given 108 degree. Now you have to find the value of x using this diagram. You have to find the value of x. Find x. Now see, first of all, what we do, we will extend AD such that it cuts BC at point say P. Okay, extend AD such that it cuts BC at point P. Now angle ADE is equal to angle APC is equal to 108. What is the reason behind it? This angle will be equal to this angle because they are corresponding angles, because you see DE and BC are parallel, so these two angles are corresponding angles. So reason you will write corresponding angle. The reason is it is their corresponding angles. Okay, now this is 108. Okay, now angle APB plus 108 is equal to 180. Means this angle plus this angle will be 180. Reason because they are forming a linear pair. Linear pair. So angle APB will be equal to 180 minus 108, that is 72 degree. So this angle will be 72 degree. Now all of you know that the sum of the three angles of a triangle is always 180. So that is the angle sum property of a triangle. So we will apply that and we will get the value of x in triangle ABP. X plus 50 plus 72 is equal to 180. That is the angle sum property. Angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of a triangle. Now 50 plus 72 will be 122. So x is equal to 180 minus 122. When you subtract 180 minus 122, that will give you 58 degree. So we have found that value of x will be 58 degrees. Clear? That is your answer. Now we will do one more example. The next question is, there are three lines which are parallel to each other. Three lines parallel to each other. this angle is given x degree, this angle is given y degree, this angle is given z degree, this angle is given q, and this angle, whole angle, is given p. Now you have to find, one more condition is given. If 4y is equal to 5x, the condition is 4y is equal to 5x, and one more condition is there, z is equal to y minus 30, z is equal to y minus 30. So these two conditions are given, and you have to find the value of x, y, z, p, q. All the unknowns you have to find in this diagram. Find x, y, z, p, and q. You have to find all the unknowns in this diagram. Now what we do? First of all, you see, if this angle is x, then this angle will also be x, because they are vertically opposite. These two angles will be equal because they are vertically opposite. Now, as this line and this line are parallel, so these two angles will be co-interior angles. So their sum, x plus y, will be equal to 180 degree because they are co-interior angles. Clear? This angle is x, then this will also be x because they are vertically opposite. And now this angle and this angle, their sum will be 180 because they are co-interior angles. Now, according to the condition given, y will be equal to 5x upon 4. You see, from this condition we can say y is equal to 5x upon 4. So in place of y here, you write 5x upon 4 is equal to 180. Now you take 4 LCM. So it is 4x plus 5x is equal to 180. 4x plus 5x will be 9x is equal to 180 into 4. Now it is 20. So x is equal to 80 degree. You see, we have found that x is equal to 80 degree. One value we have found, x is equal to 80 degree. Now if we put this value of x is equal to 80 degree, say here, 4y is equal to 5 into 80 in the condition given. Y will be equal to 100, you can see 20 into 5. So we have found y is equal to 100. Okay, so x is equal to 80. If from here also you can say if x is equal to 80, y will be equal to 100. So we have found y also. Now from the third condition or the second condition given in the question, that is z is equal to y minus 30. So z is equal to 100 minus 30, and 100 minus 30 will be what? 70 degree. So we have found z is equal to 70 degree. Clear? So we have found z is equal to 70 degree. So you see, we have found x is equal to 80 degree. This is also 80 degree. And we have found y is equal to 100 degree. And we have found that z is equal to 70 degree. Clear? And now you see, out of the 5 we have already calculated 3. Now z plus q will be equal to 180. Why? Because they are forming a linear pair. Z plus q is equal to 180 because they are forming a linear pair. Z plus q is equal to 180 because they are forming a linear pair. And now z you have calculated 70 plus q is equal to 180. So q is equal to 180 minus 70, that is 110. Q is equal to 110. So we have found q is equal to 110. Clear? The value of q we have found 110. Okay. Now one thing. If this angle is 70, then this angle will be equal to 110 because they are co-interior. Or if this angle is 110, then this will also be 110 as they are alternate interior angles. So we have found that this angle is 110. Now about a point the total angle is 360. That means about a point the total angle is 360. That means 100 plus 110 plus P is equal to 360 complete angle. Okay. Now you see 100 plus 110 will be 210 plus P is equal to 360. So P will be equal to 360 minus 210, that is 150 degrees. So we have found that value of P is 150 degree. So you can see we have found all the angles. X is 80, Y is 100, Z is 70, P is 150 and Q is 110. Clear? Now after this example, I'll tell you one theorem. And the theorem is the sum of all the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Now you see this theorem is very common. This is called angle sum property of a triangle, and we used it even today also in a question. Now I am going to tell you how to prove this theorem. Okay, so suppose there is a triangle ABC. ABC is a triangle, and at point B you draw and now it is given that angle A is X, angle B is Y, and angle C is Z. That means we have to prove that X plus Y plus Z is equal to 180. Now what you do, you draw a line passing through B and parallel to AC like this. Draw a line passing through B and parallel to AC. Let it be MN. Draw a line MN passing through B and parallel to AC. Now you see, if this angle is X, then this will also be X because they are alternate interior angles. If this angle is Z, then this angle will also be Z because they are also alternate interior angles. And now as NBN is a straight line, so the sum of X, Y and Z will be 180. So X plus Y plus Z is equal to 180 because reason you can write MBN is a straight line. MBN is a straight line. So X plus Y plus Z is equal to 180, but that is what we want to prove, that X plus Y plus Z is equal to 180. So it is proved that the sum of three angles of a triangle is always 180. Okay. Now I'll tell you one more theorem. And the theorem is any exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of opposite interior angles. Any exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of opposite interior angles. Now see, suppose there is a triangle ABC. Now this angle is given X, this angle is given Y, and this exterior angle is given Z. So you have to prove that Z is equal to X plus Y. That is the theorem. Z is equal to X plus Y. Now one thing, if this angle is Z, then this angle will be 180 minus Z. Why? Because they are co-interior angles. You see, if this is Z, then this angle will be 180 minus Z because they are forming a linear pair. Because they are forming a linear pair, therefore if that angle is Z, then this angle will be 180 minus Z. Now, using first theorem, that the sum of three angles of a triangle is 180. So x plus y plus 180 minus z is equal to 180. 180 gets cancelled. So x plus y is equal to z, and that is what we have to, or we wanted to prove, that the sum of any two interior angles of a triangle is always equal to the third exterior angle. Clear? So these are the two theorems based on triangles. Now we will do few examples. First question. PQR is a triangle. There is a point S, PS is joined, and QT is perpendicular to PR. Now this angle is given X, this angle is given 40 degree, this angle is given Y, and this angle is given 30 degree. Now you have to find the value of X and Y. So first of all, in triangle QTR, in triangle QTR, 90 plus 40 plus x is equal to 180. That is the angle sum property of a triangle. That is the theorem 1. You see QTR triangle, one angle is 90, one angle is 40, and the third angle is x. So their sum must be equal to 180. So 90 plus 40 plus x is equal to 180. That is 130 plus x will be equal to 180. So x is equal to 180 minus 130. That is equal to 50 degree. So we have found the value of x as 50 degree. Now here you write down a reason: angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of a triangle. Now you see, in triangle PSR, one interior angle is 30, the other interior angle is x, and the exterior angle is y. So in triangle PSR, 30 plus x is equal to y. Reason you write: exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of opposite interior angles. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of opposite interior angles. Now x we have already calculated, that is 50. So 30 plus 50 is equal to y. So y is nothing but 80 degrees. So that is the second part of your answer. X is 50 degrees and y is equal to 80 degrees. Clear? Now we'll do the next example. So in the next example, ABC is a triangle. AB is produced to a point E and AC is produced to a point F. Now, the bisector of angle EBC and the bisector of angle FCB are drawn and they meet at point O. Bisector means this angle will be equal to this angle and this angle will be equal to this angle. The bisectors of angle EBC and FCB are drawn and they meet at point O. Now you have to prove that angle BOC is equal to 90 minus half angle BAC. Angle BOC is equal to 90 minus half angle BAC. So what we do, first of all, as these two angles are equal, we assume that this angle is x, then this angle will also be x. Now again these two angles are equal, so if this angle is y, this angle will also be y. Now in triangle BOC, x plus y plus angle BOC will be 180. That is the angle sum property. Angle sum property. Okay. X plus y plus angle BOC is equal to 180. That is the angle sum property. So angle BOC will be equal to 180 minus x minus y. If you shift x and y to the other side, so it is 180 minus x minus y. So write it like equation 1. Now you see angle ABC. Angle ABC plus 2x. This whole angle is 2x and that is angle ABC. So ABC plus 2x will be equal to 180 because they are forming a linear pair. Linear pair. This whole angle and that angle, they are forming a linear pair. So angle ABC will be equal to 180 minus 2x. Similarly, angle ACB plus 2y is equal to 180. Same reason, they are also forming the linear pair. So angle ACB is equal to 180 minus 2y. Okay, so we have found that this angle is 180 minus 2x and that angle is 180 minus 2y. Now in triangle ABC, angle BAC plus angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to 180. Once again, that is the angle sum property. That is the angle sum property. Angle BAC plus angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to 180. Now angle BAC we have to find. ABC we have already calculated, that is equal to 180 minus 2x. So you write down 180 minus 2x over here. And angle ACB, that also we have calculated, that is 180 minus 2y. So plus 180 minus 2y is equal to 180. Okay. Now if you cancel this 180, angle BAC will be equal to 2x plus 2y minus 180. Angle BAC is equal to 2x plus 2y minus 180. Now you divide the whole thing by 2. When you divide the whole thing by 2, half angle BAC is equal to x plus y minus 90 degree. Okay, so Now you put this value in the right side of the question, that is 9, that is the right hand side of the question. 90 minus half angle BAC means x plus y minus 90 degree. Now when you open the bracket, 90 minus x minus y plus 90. Now 90 plus 90 is 180. So 180 minus x minus y, and I just told you in equation 1 we have written that 180 minus x minus y is nothing but angle BOC. So that is angle BOC. So you see we have proved the left hand side of the equation, angle. From the right hand side, that is 90 minus half angle BOC, we have proved the left hand side. Clear? Okay. So with this we have finished the topic lines and angles. You do all the sums given in the assignments and in your textbook, and I hope the topic is now clear to you. Thank you.